Long ago, when the Northmen set their sails, the world trembled at the sight of their longships. Their dragon-headed ships carved paths across the seas, bringing fire and steel to foreign shores. They sought new lands, rich villages, and treasures of the Anglo-Saxons. Every raid was a gamble of blood and fortune.
As dawn broke, the coast of England lay before them.
Whispers grew louder, and suspicion spread like wildfire within the clan.
An oath was broken, and betrayal left its scar upon the warrior's honor.
You broke your oath.
I did not.
Freya's eyes watched closely, ready to strike if blood was drawn among brothers.
Anglo-Saxon villagers froze in terror at the sight of dragon ships upon their shores.
The clash of worlds was inevitable. Steel against timber, fire against thatch. The alarm bell tolled, calling the Saxon men to arms.
Ragnar roared, leading his warriors into the shield wall.
Steel clashed, wood splintered. The battle had begun.
Blood stained the earth as the Northmen pressed their fury.
The Saxons faltered, retreating toward their wooden hall.
The dragon's fire swept into the Saxon heart.
Axes bit into doors, tearing open halls of timber.
Torches lit the thatch, flames devouring the Saxon homes. Panic swept the village as the Northmen claimed their prize.
For the Saxons, the day turned to ash. With steel and fire, the Northmen broke the Saxon will.
Chests of silver and goods were dragged from Saxon halls.
The spoils of conquest filled their longships with wealth.
Those who resisted were bound in ropes, fated for chains abroad.
Victory had crowned the raiders, and their ships groaned with plunder. The dragon ships once more kissed the surf, heavy with treasure and slaves. Behind them, England smoldered in ruin.
The North Sea swallowed their prows, bearing them homeward.
Wealth and slaves now bound for the fjords of the north. The sea carried their glory, yet the gods demanded more.
At last, the fjords of the north rose to greet their warriors.
The village roared with joy, their kin returned with wealth and glory.
Chests of silver and chains of captives marked their triumph.
The spoils were carried to the longhouse, where the chieftain's hall awaited.
Feast and fire awaited, as the Northmen sang of blood and plunder.
The hall thundered with song, as mead flowed like rivers.
Songs of Odin and the sea echoed into the night. Victory was honored with meat, mead, and memory. Yet amidst joy, whispers of the next raid stirred.
The saga of conquest was far from over.
When the feasting ended, the gods demanded their due. The blood of beasts sealed their bond with the old gods. Sacrifice fed the flames, and the gods listened. The clan raised their voices to Odin.
Thus the gods were appeased, and the night burned with promise. When the fire dimmed, the chieftains gathered to plot new horizons.
They marked the rivers and towns of England, hungry for more plunder.
Each oath bound them to raids yet to come.
Ragnar rose, his voice a promise of blood and fire.
The saga of the North would not rest. It marched ever onward.
With dawn, the forge roared to life, shaping iron for war.
Axes were sharpened, shields bound tight with iron rims.
The shipwrights labored, for the sea was both path and peril.
Every man and woman bore the weight of preparation.
The longships stood ready, their dragon prows hungry for the sea.
Before the voyage, the warriors hardened their bodies and their will. Axes rose and fell, teaching death with every strike.
Shields! Locked, they learned the wall of iron.
The chieftains' roar bound them as one.
Thus they forged not only steel, but the brotherhood of war. As dawn broke, the village gathered to bid farewell to their warriors.
The seer's voice rose, calling the gods to watch their journey.
Offerings were cast into the sea to calm the restless waves.
Then horns blared, the call of destiny.
The dragon prows bit into the tide, leaving the fjord behind. Behind them, smoke curled from hearths, their kin awaiting their return. The sea stretched endless, path of glory and of doom.
Warriors sang, finding courage with song.
Toward distant shores they sailed, carrying fire for kingdoms unknown.
Night fell, yet the oars did not rest. The sea whispered of distant coasts and battles yet to come.
Thus the saga carved its path across the waves of time.
Blood and fire would shape the fate of kingdoms. Thus the saga continues, as blood and glory carve the fate of the North.